1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to do like it.
First of all, I don't know what's going on, right? We should wait. We should wait for people to come in.
Man, who cares?
Start sharing the stream or whatever. Hold on, let me share it. Let me share it first.
Don't give a damn.
Hey, can you just make sure that it's actually streaming? Cause just want to make sure.
You know the vibes.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. I got the alert, but now it's like weird. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. Don't jealous me. Damn, yo, we looking rough right now. Homies need a line. The barbershop got up. It's fucking time. This one's having. I see live.
What up, Brandon?
You gotta get an app to watch this shit.
No, you can watch it right on Facebook. I just shared it. Shit. Go to my page and then
Yeah, they're saying I need the app. So
need the Facebook app. You don't have the Facebook app?
no, man, I don't use that shit.
Oh, it is the app. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? like, who raised you?
Nigga, I just use the regular. You know what I'm saying? The regular mobile joint.
But who raised? No, that's peasant shit.
Why is that peasant shit?
Because why don't you have gigabytes to have an app?
It's not even about the gigabytes.
All right, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
On my Safari phone.
All right, can I ask you a question though? What apps do you have? What's the most useless? Well, no, wait. What's the most useless app that you have?
Shit. Useless? God
yes,
damn,
useless app that you have.
Probably Bitmoji.
What the fuck?
I had it for Snap, nigga. I had it for Snap. I don't use that shit.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Or my job login. No, I'm playing.
Don't be saying that on Facebook, man.
Yeah. Don't give a damn. The call I just got earlier, hold on.
Oh,
Yeah. Call. Hey. Shh. Yeah. So you ready? What we doing?
yeah, we can start. All right.
I'm trying to share it. First of all, I gotta download the app. So
No, it's fine.
I don't get it. You shared it, so I'll share it after. So go ahead.
Yo, Juan, I have no clue why he's acting like this. I would love for Freddie to have the app so he can respond to questions and shit.
Man, I ain't got time.
But Freddie's acting like a fucking diva.
Hey.
Juan said, "Why you acting like you're hard?
Why you asking all them questions?"
Listen.
All right, hold on. I just downloaded it. Where do I find this? I'm being a peasant right now.
You are. Listen. I'm not playing with you. Hey, yo, so we're trying to get this situated so we can run through some topics.
Start it off.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about the state of America. We want to do this actually because we wanted to get you guys involved and have a conversation, and we're just gonna run through our thoughts. You know what I mean? Y'all can fucking be angry and talk shit back, I guess.
Pretty much, man. I mean, it's been a long time since we've done an episode. We've kind of been quiet, and I kind of felt low key, I don't know about you, but I felt a little pressured when people were like, "Man, if you have a platform, if you're an artist and you quiet right now," I was like,
Yeah. I mean, I
I
guess,
was like,
I guess,
you know,
I guess I was a little pressured too. I guess, right? We was chilling, man.
yeah,
Quarantine. I was waiting to get my computer fixed so we could actually do this type of stuff. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? And yeah, I was waiting to build a computer and do all that stuff so we could actually get this part of it done. Because you know I was working with a fucking toaster. My Mac was just not doing it.
Right. But
And
I
yeah,
mean,
go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just gonna say with everything that has been going on. I mean, we've all had our own stuff too. I mean, people working. We all had to adapt to situations. Then everything honestly just happened so fast. I mean, you had quarantine, then then that we had to calm down because we were even doing episodes mid quarantine.
Yeah.
And then we stopped that because a lot of people felt a little uncomfortable. So we're like, all right, let's stop that. But we should have capitalized definitely on Zoom calls.
It's not even capitalizing. It's more of like the reason why we did this is somewhat therapy, somewhat like, you know what I'm saying, when we get to talk to our boys. You know what I'm saying? I have no liquor in my house, which is sad. Actually, I do have wine, but it is not chilled. It's just hot.
Oh, I'm the bougie one. So
it's just hot. I didn't put it in. I took it out my refrigerator. I didn't have enough room. All right, so yeah, so if you guys don't know, or if you guys don't really listen to the podcast, we are the Two Super Dogs Podcast. I am Udi.
Yes, sir. Freddie JB, you know the vibes.
All right, so
they're live in the cup.
Since we haven't, oh, Show Live's here too. Since we haven't really talked about anything, I guess, quarantine. Quarantine's almost over, I guess. We fumbled the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, we fumbled the ball on that. I mean,
with the episodes and shit, and yeah, we here now.
But surprisingly, though, a lot of people were like hitting me up about watching the past stuff. They were like, "Oh
no,
you catch up." I was like, "Oh, all right, yeah, that's what's up. Appreciate the support and the love." So people catch up. Shout out to Carlos, catching up and everything like that. Cora, she's been hitting us up. J Square Podcast hitting us up like, "What's up? What's the next episode?" So we've been getting a lot of love. And even though this is not the way we wanted to kickstart it, but we were like, you know what? People just want to hear us, and we want to kind of give our opinions and our thoughts on what's been going on. So, but again, we're gonna start right back up with the setup. We're just giving some time for things to develop, but at least we're here. Let's talk about it. Let's start this conversation. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying. But as far as quarantine, man, I mean, let's get into you real quick, Udi, man. What's been going on with you? How's your mental state, my black brother? How you been in this whole COVID?
I'm all right, man. I don't know if you guys know, but I lost 2 family members to COVID, so that sucked. I lost my grandmother and
my condolences.
Yeah, appreciate it. And one of my cousins, my older cousins. So that really sucked. Not being able to go to funerals or any of that stustuff. I really don't even. I don't think it hit me that my grandmother's gone yet, because it's like because it's. Well, we had not that we had a bad relationship or anything, but we just didn't talk that often, and then I think it's gonna hit me one day that I can't actually see her anymore.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think
when you want to see her, you can't. You
know what I'm saying? Like we would text every now and then, make sure she's good, and we actually text maybe like at the top of the month before she died. You know what I'm saying? And just text or whatever, and it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? I love my grandmother, but it just when you're so caught up in your life and you don't get to, you know what I'm saying?
That's another. My best friend.
You take that shit for granted, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And maybe I should have learned my lesson at least with my mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom passed.
The queen, man.
The queen. So it just sucks, man. And I feel like it's gonna hit me. It's gonna hit me soon. That I really can't hear this lady's voice anymore. So that's gonna suck. And my cousin, man, he an OG. He's been sick for a long time. That shit just got him. And God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, COVID's been COVID, man. Yeah, I mean, I try to stay away from people as much as possible. But listen, man, part of me being sane is being around my friends. And if I'm gonna die being around my friends, I want to be around my friends. Okay.
That's real shit. It was crazy.
Hey, thanks, Juan. Appreciate it.
My logged on. What up, Jose? What up, Francisco? How you been, bro? But that's the reason. But I'm shouting him out because on his because that's really my stepbrother. But that's we don't say step in our family. That's just fam. But the reason why I bring that up because on his side of his family, his our cousin, let's just say, he lost two of his family members as well. So he had to cope with that.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure he's okay. He's been going through it. So. Bro, like, you know what I mean? I know you went through it too, so, don't ever feel ashamed. I mean,
hold your head, homie.
Ways, but, shout out to my cousin Perk, man, and Epstern. Much, much love to you guys. Sorry for your loss, but Jose, nigga, hit me up. You already know. But, yeah, so besides that, bro, how else have you been doing? I mean, with work and everything like that.
Work's fine, working from home, staying out the way. You know what I mean? I think I need more sun. You know what I mean?
I looking like
I get Haitian in the summer, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get dark. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stop. No, you know what I'm saying? Hey!
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my black man tan. That's it. Yeah, man. I need to go outside. Yeah. It's fucking depressing in the house.
Feel that, man. But I think one of the biggest things, I'm going to lead off to this so we can really get back into the conversation, is with quarantine, one of the biggest thing I realized with this is that, quarantine really made you realize, like, where you at, in a sense of how poor you are or how, like, you know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is, like, if you don't come out of this COVID situation, this quarantine situation with either a new hustle or money saved, you ain't doing shit right, bro. Like, you deserve to be living paycheck to paycheck because, like, this taught, like, me personally, it taught me to, like, learn how to save money. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to utilize certain things. You know what I mean? Like, they put everything on Netflix. There's Zoom calls. There's ways we can adapt.
Hey,
and
bro,
I found unemployment. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro.
I'll challenge your thought on that because what I want to say is some people lost their jobs. So you can't really say they're playing catch up because maybe unemployment didn't start kicking in.
That's true, too.
You know what I mean? So now they're playing catch up. And those and those forgiveness or whatever the forgive, they only forgive you once for being late on something. You know what I mean? Well, that's an issue.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct about that. I was mostly talking about, like, the creatives and stuff like that. But stimulus check. There's people that lost their jobs and that was poor. So absolutely. But I meant for, like, creatives, that people that we weren't hurting too much. You know what I'm saying? If you got on and stuff like that, or if you're creative and you got a podcast, you're doing music, like, this is the time that really tested your craft and your and time for you to get better. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, you know what I mean? There's people that definitely did hurt. Some of my own homies are going through it. So I definitely felt that. But I think this is the perfect time to work on your craft, learn a new hustle, save up as much as possible, because that's literally what I have been doing. And we talked, you know what I mean? The biggest thing I think we both capitalized on or really worked on is bettering ourselves as far as, like, investing. Yeah. You know what I mean? We jumped on that Robinhood, started trading in the stock market. I learned options trading in a few months. Shout out to Carlos. He's been working with me. Another cat one there named John. So, like, I just been hustling. You know what I mean? So I think that's, even if you lost your job, definitely sad and definitely hope you climb out of that. But it's also an opportunity for you to hustle and find new ways to make new income. This will show you, like, you can't just count on that one job or that or living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You need financial freedom. You need to start working on that. You know what I mean? Even though it's hard, of course, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Whether you get educated, learn a craft, learn a trade, anything of those sorts. So, you know what I mean? That's what I wanted to say. Like, as far as, like, what I learned in quarantine. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, question real quick. My bad, guys. Is the stream still up? Somebody just wrote me and said, where the stream go?
Oh, I didn't get the stream. I got people are talking about, definitely tested my mental health. Yeah, shout out to you, Teddy, man. It definitely did, man. You know what I mean? Definitely had to sit there and really kind of be like, okay, I'm not eating today. Like, I'm not getting an income. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's, definitely sign for unemployment, but you got to hustle.
All right, yeah, so my boy's just acting stupid. Honestly, it did test my mental, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not like it wasn't like a real test, especially with some of the things that I was going through. Yeah, man, I had to pull up on you. I pulled up on you the other day and just talked about a couple of things to get off my mind. I sat there, I was drinking Hennessy out in the open with Brandon. You know what I'm saying? And smoking a hookah the other day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It did test my mental, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a homebody anyway, right? But it's something about having to be home is something different. You know what I'm saying?
It gets different.
Yeah, it's just a different.
Like, when you have to stay home, you don't like it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can go. Like, even my best friend on here will tell you he'll literally be like, hit me up, and I'll be home all day just watching Netflix. Not all day, all week. Never move. I just shower, go back in bed, and watch movies. But that's because I want to. You feel me? But when you tell me I have no choice but to keep my ass in the house, it hurts, man. I don't want to stay home.
The inner rebel in me is like, yo, fuck you.
Exactly. Fuck you, man. Even my mama don't tell me what
to do. My mama stopped telling me what to do when I was 14 years old. Who the fuck are you? Also, shout out to my little brother, Romello. I do need to cut my hair June 13th. I'm a whole thought. It's out here. June 13th.
We struggling, man. Shout out to you, one. You see it coming, baby?
Yo, man, I've been peeping, yo. I've been peeping. You out here looking. Listen. If your shit connects before mine's.
I mean, you got a little. You got a little like a slit.
Yeah, no. It's coming up over here. But if you're
just you put it like this,
you don't think I be doing that?
He's like, I'm working on it,
nigga. I be just like this. This.
Oh, you gotta apply it like shaving cream. You know what I'm saying? Just rub on it.
Yo.
Apply it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's right. I mean, listen, man. I just hit 30. I just had my birthday in April. I mean, I didn't get to do an episode around that time, but just hit 30. Niggas getting old. Man, if this don't, I need something. I mean, I just want this, man. Just give me something. I got a little Pepe Le Pew mustache working. You know what I'm saying? But this is all I want. I don't care about this because I already have all this to maintain.
All I need is a vegan to bottle up her juices and just sell it so I could just.
I mean, I know a couple vegans, but they ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? But we can make it work.
First, they don't gotta be all that. I just need the juice. just to rub on the cheeks, bro.
Yo, that's Yo, but so one thing about COVID, man, it was a lot of false negatives, false positives. It was very weird, man. So I know we talked about it in past episodes and everything, but I still want to see how you feel about COVID and how do you? I mean, we had a protest out here, and there was thousands of people in Providence. How much? We had 10,000 people in Providence protesting for George Floyd and over police brutality, and not one case has sparked yet. So it definitely had me like,
I think some new reports came out that said that they don't really know how to fuck with it, and I know they didn't know. They didn't know from the beginning. I will say though, the funniest situation that happened between us is when you knew someone. I'm not gonna say the person that caught it, right? And you wrote us like you gave us AIDS. You wrote us in the chat like, yo, I'm just gonna tell you, like, yo, we was around this.
Yo, real talk though, like COVID, when a nigga got COVID, it really kind of questioned shit. Like, you felt weird, like telling a nigga like, bro, I gotta stay away from you for a little bit because I was exposed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, I don't give a fuck. Why are you telling us like this?
Bro, it was weird because you didn't want people to think like you were being like, what's that word I'm looking for? Like irresponsible. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? But I have my mask on, doing the thing. But when you hit people with that, like, I feel like people will hit you with the ill, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird, you know, being like knowing somebody who had it and kind of had to tell your people like, yo, I was kind of around them. I don't know if I have it. I end up not having COVID, but you know what I mean? You just never know. So you have to warn. I was
Yeah. It was just funny. Like, I'm like, yo, dog, if I die, I don't give a fuck.
If I die, I don't give a fuck.
Like, it was just whatever. I don't know.
The day of my birthday was crazy though, because it was only supposed to be a few cats.
Oh yeah, it got crazy.
It got crazy, and then it was like, all right, people getting COVID or something out here. But I end up being okay. I mean, I don't know, but it is what it is. But speaking of the protest, bro, I know y'all on here. I'm gonna answer you guys in a little bit. I know y'all talking. They go Kyle talking about takes about a week or two for symptoms. Yeah, so that's what it was really getting crazy. Shout out to my bro again. Yeah. Hey, Big Dude, what up, boy? So, and all of this. So the protest that happened in Providence, bro. So we had one protest that was that happened. I didn't go to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after I'm just hearing talks about it, and then the next day, the looting happened, right? That whole situation with that happened, and then it didn't sit right with me. So I went to the second protest. Or the revolt, in Providence, and I will say, bro, it was powerful, bro. It was powerful. I just didn't feel right not going to this one, and I'm glad I did. Nice been calling me a 10-minute activist, but it's cool. I went there to show love.
Yeah, he's wrong for that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? I felt like the reason why I'm bringing this up because there's been a lot of talk about how people just been kind of jumping on there for clout and taking advantage, deluding, or just doing the post just to post and just getting support. And I felt like maybe that at the time people thought that's what it was. I was like, nah. The reason why I went to that protest because I didn't go to the first one, and it didn't sit right with my soul. And I was like, yo, I have to go, even if I'm not gonna sit there on the steps, talking crap about Gina Raimondo to come out or the cops to take a knee. I'm not gonna sit there and go crazy, but at least there's another black man in presence.
Yep.
And what I mean? So I wanted to at least be there for my people side by side and just kind of show that I feel it too. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely felt weird for me because I was just like, when you're kind of on the fence with it, because there's some people that are for the looting. There were some people that are not. And then and I also have cop friends, you know what I'm saying? And I had to have that conversation with them. Mm-hmm. So it's also just been a weird dynamic being a young black man that has, friends in the police force and, and also respect small businesses, you know what I mean? And those were the ones that really got hit as well. So it was a weird dynamic, but I will say being at that protest was powerful. But I just wanted to see how you feel about the whole thing, man. Like,
all right, yeah, I'll get my thoughts. So let's just we didn't do a precursor to that. So what happened was the police killed an unarmed black man named George Floyd. And things have been bubbling up ever since the Ahmaud Arbery case, where two men followed him and gunned him down. Regardless of how you feel about that situation, those are just the general facts. If you really want everything in totality, go look it up for yourself. Right? And then also Breonna Taylor, who was gunned down when the police raided her house, the wrong house to be exact. And I think they had gotten into a firefight with her boyfriend. Okay. And they struck her 8 times or something like that. Again, you want the real facts? Do your own research, right?
Yep.
So naturally, the straw that broke the camel's back was George Floyd, which was videos came out, 2 types of video. One where they put him in the car where it was actually basically attacking him while he was being put in the car. And the other is when they had him on the ground and 4 to 3 police officers had their full weight on his body. One on his neck, which cut off circulation to his brain and killed him for more than 8 minutes. As he screamed for help.
Nigga dumb, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
As he screamed for help, and as he screamed for help, and as he screamed that he couldn't breathe. He also, which broke my heart, and I did not want to watch this thing. Started screaming for his mother.
Woo.
And it just wasn't. Seeing someone's life leave them is a very, very, very tragic thing. I think that why so many people are on the side of this one so much, as far as like there is no he could have done this differently, is because there is no he could have done this differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was suspected of giving a fake.
Right. It was alleged.
Right.
And you went off on a tangent with that.
Which doesn't say I'm a threat to anyone, right? Especially if there's no visible sign of him being erratic or crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and resulted in him being killed. Whether it's due to negligence, whether he wanted to kill him, that's for the courts to decide. And that's my biggest stance on it is he should be if he did give a fake bill to the clerk, he should be here to be tried by a judge, not dead. Just like the police officers that have been charged have the right to due process.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so do you want to touch anything on that, or are we going to go right into the protest?
No, we can touch. I mean, for the most part, it's a lot of people. The thing is that I also want to reiterate with this going down is that a lot of people are like, yes, okay, this has become a race thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But people are still forgetting that, the people that are kind of on the outside are saying, it's a race thing, and how do you know? I mean, apparently, it's a trip about power and all that. At the end of the day, the reason why these other cops are also, or we're attacking the other cops in the system, you know what I mean, is because of police brutality. People are also forgetting that as well.
Yeah.
It's not only a race thing. I mean, they've been killing Black people, not giving them their due process, and just kind of just being just quick with the trigger when it comes to that. And that's what that led to George Floyd's death, obviously the knee, but also people are forgetting about the amount of police brutality that we're as Black people are facing. So I wanted to reiterate that when people ask that, it's like, oh yeah, making it always about a race thing is, Black cops that kill white people, or this and that. It's like, yeah, but you're also forgetting the point about police brutality, and that was a clear police brutality, whether or not he was another white man. It's just that this is another Black man that was lost when it didn't have to go down that way.
Yeah,
and exactly. And this is not what kick-started everything. This was the last straw.
So to what Kyle said, that's true, Kyle, man. And what I was saying earlier about that was, what I meant to say was, if he was a threat to the cop, right? I believe you should kill anyone that's a threat to your life in any capacity, right?
Absolutely.
You eliminate the threat, right? But he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And he should be able to live to explain his side of whatever story that he has. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to defend himself. And you're absolutely right, Kyle. It's a really sad story, and it's a sad world that we live in, man. And I make jokes just to not be angry. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a victim of, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird because, right, I was on my aunt's podcast, the other day, and I was telling her, like, yo, like, I know that racial profiling is real because once I cut my dreads, I have not been pulled over. I have not had a run-in with the police for, how long have I been working at this job? 5 years? I haven't had a run-in with the police for 5 years in any capacity. Like, I got stopped once, but I was a passenger, and the person I was with ran through a red light. And it was like, hey, man, I was trying to get to the Super Bowl, watch Super Bowl. And he was like, all right, man, just, here's the ticket.
Slow down.
Go, slow down. And it's just sad that race is still a thing. You know what I'm saying? And and unfortunately, the cynic in me is gonna be like, yo, it's always gonna be a thing. That's why I don't get upset anymore. There's nothing that gets me out of my body about this situation. I don't get upset. I understand that some people hate me because of my melanin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I mean, and I think another thing that I want to touch on when you said is, like, I think people are still forgetting race is always going to be an issue, but people still forget that segregation, all this happened. It wasn't that long ago, bro. You know what I mean? It really wasn't. I mean, when did the segregation really end? You know what I mean? I mean, my mom was born in 1955, but it was done, in the 60s? You know what I'm saying? We're not that far off. I mean, it's sad that it's still going to this extent, but we're not that far off that to be too surprised that race is still a factor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised, but I agree with you. I mean, I've definitely been stopped. I haven't really had a run-in with police where it was that serious, but I will say that being a Black man and knowing the history and knowing that we're looked at the way we're looked at, it makes me move differently.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's sad because what are the police there for? They're here to serve and protect, right? We're supposed to trust them. But I will tell you this, and you've said it numerous times on the podcast, if shit goes down, do we call the cops?
No. I have never called the cops in my life. Yo,
we don't feel safe with them. So it's just one of those things.
They make things worse. At least for a person of my skin color.
Exactly. We move differently, knowing that if police get involved, we have to move differently. Because we know that, like, on some real shit though, like this whole thing wasn't really built for us. You know what I mean? So
this was not for us.
Exactly. So, yeah, absolutely.
So something that Julius just said, that the two men knew each other. The one that had his knee on his neck, and actually, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I have seen a few articles that actually say that they did know each other and they worked in the same place. They worked, but I can't confirm that it was a nightclub. So if that is the case, maybe they had maybe they had some type of problems with each other. I don't know.
Yeah. So just Sherlock just said there was another video of a third party said that have them on video of them like butting.
He also worked with them.
Oh, he also worked with them and confirmed that they worked together and they butted heads before.
Mm-hmm.
So, most likely, even if it is true. So my thing with that is, honestly, yes, there may be more to the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Completely honest, it seems very convenient. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like because what did it start with? It started with the he had COVID. Okay. It still didn't deserve a knee on his neck. So why are you dropping COVID news about him now? And now it's he knew him. So now I feel like they're trying to push this angle that it was a personal vendetta. It wasn't about peace. All right, but let's say we go with that angle. It was a person. Right. It may be even worse. But maybe let's just say if it was a personal vendetta, and you're trying to take the heat off the police force.
Yep.
It still didn't condone the other 3 cops that didn't do shit. They didn't know that, man. You know what I'm saying? That was also on top of him. And one of the cops also said was like, yo, I'm very loosely I quote, it was like, oh, he can't breathe. And then the other cop was like, no, he's fine. You knew it was wrong. You see the man dying and still didn't do nothing. And that's the problem. It's because the system is flawed. Like, I mean, I get it. They probably were scared to lose their job or anything like that. And that's sad that it has to be that way. But at the end of the day, that is still somebody on the floor losing his life.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, you know what I mean? So
I think my biggest problem too is like, why the knee and the neck? What control after his torso and legs, right? Have people on them. Your neck doesn't give you that much control to be able to move. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see if like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. That's just torture. I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was like explaining like that any person that actually does martial arts will tell you that's torture. For that long, even in if you watch the UFC, you see how fast people tap out from getting choked out. That's the same thing. That's blood flow to the brain that's being taken away from you. That's also. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. I was just gonna say, the man was crying out for his mom, a grown ass man.
Exactly.
And you still your knee on his neck. I don't know. But real quick, sorry. I see Juan posted saying that he got pulled over being a passenger of a car and told to get out just because I looked like I had warrants. It reminds that is fucking sad. One, and that also reminds me of that video of the black FBI agent. Remember? Did you see that video?
Oh yeah, I seen that. But apparently, supposedly an FBI agent. There's no reason because there was no real proof. But we can assume that he was a higher up because they looked at his wallet and gave it right back to him and uncuffed him.
Of course. But in the caption it said FBI agent. But yeah, let's lead off with that, even if he wasn't. But they uncuffed him right away. But at the end of the day, it's like you're getting victimized off rip because you look like somebody. It's like, how about you ask the question?
Exactly.
How about kind of screen them, kind of figure out you know what I'm saying? You don't have to just be so I'm not gonna say trigger happy, but like so off rip. I get that, you know, you're in this job and, you know, you're faced with threats every day, so you have to be on guard. I understand that. But you also got to understand you're also dealing with civilians. You're also dealing with criminals, but you're also dealing with civilians that are probably not a threat ever. So, you know what I mean? You kind of have to gauge it. And that's why I don't think it needs to be a defund the police. I think personally the police need more funding for training, more military type of tactics and psychological help, and to understand, because I don't think a person fresh out of high school or whatever gets associate's degree or whatever, some training, like 800 and something hours of training, and then you're a cop. I think personally it needs to be more than that. I think you need to go through the trainings, go through some military background type of crap or something, and some psychology, you know what I mean? Something, because I don't think the answer is defunding them. I think the answer is getting rid of that systematic view of them of being scared. Because I feel like what's putting the pressure on is that they're scared of us. And you're a cop. You're
for what? Why? We don't have guns.
We don't have weapons, but you know we could. But you also got to understand there's criminals, and you're dealing with both spectrums. So if you're not prepared for that, you shouldn't be a cop, man.
Yeah, that's the thing too, right? My biggest thing out of all this, and I hate that individuals act like this. Why are you holding me to a higher standard than someone that chose that profession and took oath? I'm a civilian. You can judge my character, right? But that person that took an oath needs to be held at a higher standard.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think that's my biggest, like my biggest one issue, right? It's always something with people that want to have an issue with the black community. It's, oh, but y'all kill each other. What about black on black crime? What about this? Or what about that? Dude, you just watched a man get murdered by the police. We've been telling you this shit forever. Oh, well, white people get killed more than black people by the police. Yes, statistically, yes, they do. Why? Because there are more than yous than us. But if you look at the statistics for what they are, we are killed at a higher rate because there is less of us, right? I just don't.
And real quick, you said they get documents as well.
I just don't even. I don't even. And I don't even trust police documentation, right? As far as that, because if you look at the people, right? If you look at the people that looted the mall, right? Look at all those names. It was either black or white. So that means that some Spanish people were considered white.
Yeah. You seen it was mad.
Yeah.
Black or white. It was.
So if that's what they're using, if that's the metric that they're using, you know what I'm saying, from the police database to see who killed who, it's bullshit.
And you know what's crazy? And that's facts. And what's crazy still, I hate to kind of change the topic just a bit, but that literally reminds me of a situation that's been kind of happening, right? Whereas, yes, I think this Black Lives Matter and us protesting and finally was able to get these people charged and everything has been great. But I feel like the sense of unity has kind of fallen back a little bit, right? And I say that because, you know, like the people that's been in the trenches, the people that are in the trenches with us, that's really been open and protesting, it's Spanish people. Yeah, you can say they're black, you can say they're not black. I don't know.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying that the cops have them labeled that.
Oh no, and I'm leading to that. So to me, I mean, I don't want to single out the white people because not everybody has this view, right? But a lot of white people in that power or whatever, they don't see anything else. They only see black and white. You know what I'm saying? We see, you know what I mean? To us, I'm like, yo, you Spanish, you black, you whatever. But if you're not white, you're black. And you know, that's the issue that I'm trying to lead to. So, and that's why I feel like at the protest, it was so powerful because you've seen Spanish people, seen Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, even white people were standing, like going hard for us and really preaching that. And it was like, you know what I mean? We don't see color. Y'all see color. It's like if we're not white, you're black and there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? So like sense of unity, I feel like I appreciate the fact that we've had unity. It's been kind of stagnant because black people have been calling out Spanish people. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, what does it matter? You know what I mean? They're in the trenches with us. I mean, and to an extent, Even though they don't, I can't say we get victimized more than Spanish people, but in a sense, I just feel like there needs to be more unity now more than ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna listen to a fucking ignorant ass black person tell me that Spanish people can't do this or like, you know, so you ever see some black people that shit on their allies? Like, this person's trying to help. They may not know everything that's going on, but you can see in their face that they want to help, and through their actions, do not shit on people that want to help. Black people, we cannot change the world by ourselves. We cannot change racism by ourselves because we did not create this. We didn't create the racism. You know what I'm saying? We need allies. So to shit on people that want to help. So I got whoever is over these shit calls me. So one thing I want to say is people will be like, oh, what about the good cops? There are no good cops, right? And I'll say this, and this is why, right? I was listening to Van Lathan talk to what's Doc Rivers' son?
I don't know.
Whatever, Doc Rivers' son, which is a basketball player, right? And he used this analogy, right? And this is for all the people, and we all this is for everybody on here, right? And yes, there are some good cops that are not racist, but there are no good cops at the same time. And this is why.
Yeah, that's fact.
Right?
I mean,
and this is why, right? Hey, he's like, yo, hey, you're on a basketball team, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, how many players on your team? Mm-hmm. He's like, 13. He's like, if one of you rape kids, right, and rape children, and you all know about it, and none of you do anything to stop what's going on, are you a good person?
You're part of the problem.
You are part of the problem.
That's facts. That's facts. And it takes, and you know what's crazy though, but this is the conversation that we need to have.
No, shut up.
Because I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I mean? There's been instances, I'm not gonna put in the extent of like somebody raping children, but there's definitely been situations where we've had homies or people that we know have been wrong. Absolutely wrong, but we're like, that's my homie. So we're gonna ride with him. This is the tough conversation because we have to look in ourselves. If we're willing to accept that, you're part of that problem as well. And that's why I shout out anybody that's not afraid to check their friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to do better like that. And we have to check our friends. Don't matter if you know that motherfucker for years, but if they're wrong, they're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But I do that now though. Like that's always been my thing. Accountability. I will ride for you in public, but behind closed doors, you are going to fucking hear it.
That's facts. That's
facts. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I was taught.
Depending on the situation, do you really want to associate with them in public as well?
No, if the dude's like a sex offender or some shit, no. You know what I mean? Like, no. Yeah, I mean, no. But what I'm saying is that if it's something that he was just dead wrong on, even the way they, like, you know what I'm saying, something he was dead wrong, like, yo, it is what it is. But facts. But behind closed doors, he's going to hear about that. He's going to know that shit was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Which I don't think that there's any accountability. How the fuck do you have internal investigations? Who the fuck lets cops investigate cops? That makes no sense. That needs to be abolished.
Yeah. What do you feel about what they're talking about having a community, like a neighborhood watch, like defunding the police and just having the community watch?
I believe in police officers. I really do. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. Unfortunately, you just don't know who's a bad police officer and who's not. And that's why I'd be like, yo, training's not gonna help if a person's racist. Mm-hmm. You need to make it so if they do something egregious, that there is a large penalty for it.
Yes. So hold them to the full extent. No, he's a cop. He's been doing this for 20 years. He's a good cop. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Because if it was us on the other side, you would fucking give us the freaking book.
You would fucking hang me, dog. What are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
What, like, people are wild with their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I may joke a lot. I may say some borderline racist shit, but I will never make policies try to stop someone from living their best free life. Right? Mm-hmm. I might say one day, listen, I have problems with my own community. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I'm always trying to check my community before I check anybody else, right? Because my community does need to do better. But I don't think that people understand is, right, when the place that you're born in sees you as a threat, puts you in a community, puts you. So I always use this, and I hate to use this analogy, but this is the only way to say this, and I'm not referring to my people as rats. It's just an analogy. If you put rats into an enclosed space, right, and you do not feed them, you give them the bare minimum, right, and give them the bare minimum, they will eventually eat each other.
Yeah,
That's the black community. We can see exactly what's going on next to us. Oh, that dude just got a new TV. That dude just got a new car. I'm starving. I want that shit. That's the worst way to live. Yes, it is. But what do you expect when we're denied on loans? Where we're constantly treated bad by police, growing up to where you don't believe that you can be what you want to believe, what you want to be, right? I didn't even know. Yo, I'll tell you this, right? As a black person, right? And you might say like, yo, your family failed you. I didn't know I can go to college or knew anything about college until the 12th grade. I legit thought I was gonna be a drug dealer or be dead by the time I was 18. My whole life.
It's because of the community that we were brought in.
Exactly. You know? Yeah. So yeah. And I never like dog. There is no and mind you, I had a really good mother. You know what I'm saying? It just was my surroundings that made me feel that way or made me think that way. And the men in my family that were not doctors or lawyers or that probably had generational curses that came from, you know what I'm saying? So you never know. Right. And to make it worse, you feel like the world's against you. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go outside, it's people, not only white officers, but black officers that look like me that I know I need to stay the fuck away from.
Facts. Facts. So what do you also feel about the because there's been a lot of situations where it's been coming about, like, you know, people using all lives matter.
I think that all lives matter will be fine, right? If it wasn't directly to negate Black Lives Matter.
There you go.
It's the ignorance. It's the ignorance in it that you believe in, that you made that up, right? Just to negate what we're saying, and we're not saying that all lives don't matter. That is a given, right? But right now we're focusing on our community. We matter because it seems like y'all think that we don't. The value that you put on our lives, that we deem that you put on our lives, mean that you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's a mantra that we say so that my little brother know that their lives matter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Know that it's like it's very easy to say fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna die anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when when you feel like the fucking world hates you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those black people that never had anything happen to them. I've been spit on or called a nigga before. I've been racially profiled many of times. You know what I'm saying?
How many walk into work and they don't hold the door for us?
Yeah, yo, dog. I've been working. I walk in work. A lady basically closed the door on me walking into work.
Big facts. She legit closed the door. I was walking. I was right behind. She hit the key card and she opened up a little slit and slid right through. And I looked at her. I was like, wow. And I took out my key card and said, beep. And she was looking back the whole time. I was like
we're a fucking threat. Like we coming in to rob you or something.
Right.
Like just because
if you felt some type of way, you could have been like, hey, listen, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
rules are rules. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Can I see your key card?
You working here, and I'm like, all right, cool. I would understand that, but don't do that whole, like, come on, man, fake as fuck. But you're right. You know what I mean? We all, you know, being a black man, we all face that in a different way. But just to be back on that all lives matter situation, it's like, listen, that's a fact. It's a given. Just like you said. I mean, of course, all lives matter. Listen, I mean, there's still kids locked away. You know what I'm saying? At the border. This shit is real. We didn't forget about it. But here's the situation. George Floyd died and we couldn't take it no more. That was the last straw. And now it's like there was already protests. There's already been things going on. Breonna Taylor has been. Sandra Bland. There have already been revolts and protests and everything. But George Floyd was the last straw because it was blatant. It was clear as day that this cop murdered that man. clear as day, and then we couldn't stand. But so when we're shouting out Black Lives Matter, we're just speaking for our people. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying nothing about y'all or anybody else.
Yeah.
We're just talking about Black lives. So for you to come back and be like, yo, all lives matter, it's like, damn, dog, like, it's not even about that. It's like, you know what I mean? And that's why I love when I was at the protest, one of the things that people were shouting was really dope. It was like, yo, all Black lives don't matter. You know, all lives don't matter until Black lives matter.
Exactly.
Because if it's all lives matter, then Black lives matter too. Correct? You know what I'm saying? Just rock with us on this one. I mean, we were right with you when those kids were being locked away at in the border and all of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But right now, you've seen the video. You've seen George Floyd like trying to breathe. We're just speaking on that behalf. Like, we're tired of police brutality. We're tired of a system that don't protect us, that are against us, that are scared of us for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all that. Just understand we're just trying for our people. You know what I mean? But I will say I've been seeing a lot of posts with the unity all around the world. I've seen Cuba, I've seen DR finally, which is, I mean, no disrespect to DR, it was kind of just a little iffy. You know what I mean? Because I remember DR, when the earthquake happened, there were a lot of Dominicans that were killing Haitians and kicking them out because Haitians was running over to DR for salvation. You know what I mean? It's trying to get some aid, but y'all at the border killing us. You know what I'm saying? But besides the point, I'm just glad
there's a lot of hate.
Yeah,
a lot of hate across the world, bro.
There's always gonna be haters or people that are fucking evil, pretty much. You know,
evil people, and that's the thing too. Like, if you're religious, right? Christian people, they go to church every day, or Catholics, or whatever the fuck you believe in, right? Whatever your shit is, right? You cannot be that and be righteous and hate another race.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what God was about. I don't give a fuck what God you believe in, right? Besides Satanism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You practice the devil's work if you hate another race off of the basis of their skin. Because from what I know, that God chilled with pimps, hoes, and all that shit. He was trying to convert everybody. You know what I'm saying? And don't like. I just feel like every time something comes up, there's an asterisk next to it.
There's always a caveat.
Yeah. Which makes no sense. Like, yo, just fucking right. Let's get this fixed. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these communities fixed. Let's get shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not even going into environmental racism where you put schools on dumps and try to and kids don't have places to run around free after school. You know what I'm saying? And they don't get that blood. Like, dog, I literally went to a school that was built on a dump. We didn't have a field. There was vents that circulated better air into our school. Right? That's environmental racism. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's mad different shit that people don't even know about that these motherfuckers do to keep people down, right? Even a big thing was what is it called? Affirmative action. Affirmative action, when it comes to work it statistically works well for white women. If you can go look, if you want to look up this stat, go ahead. Statistically, affirmative action works for white women, so it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do for the black community. So don't even try me with that shit. And we can go on and on about that. I think we need to go towards the protest or whatever, right?
No. Either way, we're just talking. I feel like people are finally understanding and just kind of getting a view of, we're just kind of opening the light about everything that's been happening. I mean, it all feeds into the protest. I mean, they need to know why we're protesting. You know what I mean? It is about race. It is about police brutality. But there's ways about it. But I feel like right now, unity is important. I don't think it needs to be defunding the police. I think it just needs to be better training, better education. One of the biggest things I'm picking on is education and training. Absolutely. And accountability. Somebody went on there and said, Julius went and said, did you see the Breonna Taylor police report? They released today 4 pages of blank documents not filled out. Wow. Crazy. Why are you doing that?
You should be fired.
Off rip. Whoever released it was, even if you try to pull that bullshit about, it's part of the investigation or whatever excuse they're going to use. Nah, we need to know the truth. Yeah, the thing is just like they're constantly withholding the truth, trying to protect their own.
Yeah.
If you're a blue, you're a blue. You know what I'm saying? So you are, you know what I mean? It's just like chill, bro. Like,
you also got to give respect to get it. You're not respecting our community.
There you go.
Also, Julia said, So I'm always an angry black guy. In the staff meetings at work. I'm gonna speak. What do you say? LOL. Like fuck that. I'll speak my mind. Yo, bro. Charlamagne said this one time, and I completely agree. When have you ever convinced somebody of anything? There is no person in my job. When there's no person in my job that can bait me into a race conversation. You can't do it. You just can't do it. I'm not going to convince you anything. If you already have a bias towards me, I don't give a fuck. You don't pay my bills.
Fact.
You can think whatever you think about me. In the words of a New York nigga, I suck my dick. So simple as that.
But you know what's another thing that's crazy too? Like you've seen the protests like down south where a bunch of like, white men and, with their guns out, don't say a damn thing. Try to do that shit over here. What? Not just because of just the region where, up north, you can't have open carry, but at the same time, it's like, it's been weird. But I will say Atlanta has a chapter of the Black Panthers, so I seen a powerful post about that, and they were strapped up, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? We deserve all the rights and all the respect, but we don't get it. And this is what's happening. It's time for us to revolt and protest, but we're not gonna be able to do that if we don't have unity. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one of the big problems in the Black community. We've never had unity, and I think we need to do better. When it comes to voting, like we need to do better with that as well. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna talk shit,
bro. The reason why we don't have unity, for one thing, yes, Auntie, we need to come back to that affirmative action thing because we need to rewrite some of that or make it specific, tailored to us because it doesn't work for us at all.
Absolutely.
Also, you were saying about what was you saying? I'm sorry. What was the last thing you just said? Yo, cause I had something to that, yo. Damn, I drew a blank real quick. My bad, guys.
I was the community. We don't have a lot of unity.
Yeah, that's because they kill our fucking leaders.
Talk your shit.
Like, dog, the prominent leaders that we've had, you guys fucking killed. Why do you think we're so fucking lost? Why we can't come up? Like I don't understand. Like these are simple things. You know this. You learn this in history. Like you know when we had Black Wall Street, and we was booming, and when we was booming as a community, actually segregation worked for us then. Y'all like segregation. We was fine. We adapted. Like fuck it. Segregation was great. We didn't want to fuck with y'all anyway, right? Segregation was great because we was booming. What happened? They came and blew that shit the fuck up.
Yep.
Because we started getting banks, started owning businesses, and it wasn't under your thumb. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we also just need to really go back into.
And when I say I'm not saying every white person. I'm saying your racist ass ancestors.
Yes, please. Now, don't drop that all.
Don't drop all lives matter and shit like that. Like, dog, you should be able to compartmentalize what the fuck we're saying.
Exactly.
Like you're a fucking human being. Your emotional intelligence should be higher than that.
Absolutely. I think what I was trying to say is I think we really do need to go back into, obviously unity, but also supporting our small businesses, the Black-owned businesses, Spanish-owned businesses. Like whatever it is, we need to go back to that. You know what I mean? As much as possible, because the reason why these people are staying up here is because we keep supporting. We keep going to Walmarts and that, buying on Amazon. And I get it's convenient, but if you're dumping all your money, all your to these big companies, they don't give a fuck about you. Who was it that donated? I mean, listen, if you're a Trump supporter, it's understandable because there's things about Trump's ideas that I do like. And
I'm a big gun guy.
No, I'm a pro gun guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pro business. You know what I mean? He is a businessman at the end of the day. But what I'm also saying is that, you get the companies that are donating all this money to Trump. So you got to be aware of that. Do they really fuck with us? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
It's like, dog, once you get that rich, right, it's not even about race. It's about, because there are white people that are oppressed too, right? It's about numbers, right? And unfortunately, we fall, even though we make up trillions of dollars for these people, we fall in a category, most Black people fall in a category of we just don't give a fuck.
I'm shopping at Lowe's now. fuck Home Depot.
You
feel what I'm saying? But go ahead, sorry, bro.
Yeah, we just fall into a category of they're disposable, right?
Yeah.
Yo, dog, you know what reparations would have fucking looked like back in the day to me? Fuck that 40 acres and a mule. I joked about it today. I joked about it today, right? I was like, bro,
on Dawgs, nigga.
Oh my god, shut the fuck. Oh my god. Yo, listen.
My horse would have had J's on. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Dog, I was half serious. Earlier. You should have sent me back to fucking Africa with money.
Yeah, I seen you post that.
Like, just send me fucking back. You guys give me a stimulus money. I don't know, like $100,000. Just send me fucking back. I don't give a fuck no more, right? And that's what it been. But even so much as now, right? the reason why to me as a black man that to me as a black man why fucking what is it called, reparations wouldn't even work, right? Is because we don't have financial literacy.
Yep.
Actually, most of the world don't have financial literacy. Even white people. We wouldn't know what to fucking do with that money.
That's right.
Right? We also don't even own shit to even multiply what we got. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that giving a fish rather than teaching us how to fish type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a sense.
Yeah.
You didn't give a if you give us shit, we ain't know what to do with it. Because again, you're gonna give us this reparation money or whatever it is, but you're gonna put it in a way that you can get it all back.
Exactly, right? There is no way to not put it back into the community, back into the world community, not our community, right? And you did it. You made it so that we don't trust our own people, right? And for people that be like, yo, they didn't do that or they didn't do that, go fucking read the Willie Lynch letter, right? Go read the Willie Lynch letter and compare it to now and see if they fucked us over. Right? This shit was all designed for them and not us. And again, when I say them, I'm saying the people at power that hate people that are not of their race. Right? This is all designed. And unfortunately, if you are a white man or a person of color or a person of a lighter hue, let's say that, this shit benefits you more. And that's just the hard facts. You can be the nicest person you want in the world, but you do get some type of benefit that people of darker skin do not.
But think about it. History always repeats itself. If you look at what's happening now, it goes back to... Yep. It goes back to the slavery times. Who was in the house? Light-skinned people. They were better viewed. So you do people with lighter hue, you still get it better. If you dark as hell, you just dark skin. I mean, come on. We get the shit end of the stick every time. You know what I mean? And it's not fair. It's very unjust. And shit got to change. Shit definitely has to change. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I hate that I keep having to put out those, like, yo, we're not talking about you. We're talking about this, and it's just like,
yeah. But
I know that they'll pick it out, and they do what females do. And this is a generalization. This is a generalization. They'll pick one thing that they don't like, and they'll magnify that. And instead of focusing on everything I'm saying in totality, that's the way that people think that they can win arguments. And it's just tragic that you can't just have a real conversation with people,
right?
And without and I get it, right? It's hard saying hey, like, your race did this to me. You're gonna get offended because it's your race. You know what I'm saying? But there's some devilish games being played with people's lives, and I don't think that people take that shit seriously. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
I'm not even asking you to care, right? The average white person, I'm not asking you to fucking care. But don't speak negative on my race, and don't make policies against us. If you don't give a fuck about us, leave us the fuck alone. Just say, period. I don't know.
Period. So just shift a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you feel about the whole Karen and the N-word debate? They're trying to compare the word, calling a person, a white woman, a Karen, to the word nigger. You know what I'm saying? The N-word.
It's so fucking stupid. There is no racial component. There's no racial, like you're called. Yeah, we call you Karen because it's funny.
You calling the cops on us?
Yeah, you like. So when does it become a problem of? When does it become a problem of you just weaponized the police on a black man? Why isn't that more of an issue? You know that we have issues with the police, right? And you have weaponized it. Use the word, hey, there's a black man threatening me when there's no
Not
threat.
then a black man. You made sure to emphasize.
Yeah. So being called Karen is light work compared to what we're called. Right?
For sure. And another thing I get is like when they're talking about, white people using the N-word and all that. My biggest thing is like, yo, why would you even want to say it?
Exactly.
Like, just like it's not even a big deal. Honestly, I don't even use it that much. I mean, maybe on the podcast, but I don't even use it that much. You know what I'm saying? So why
all of my watch? I'm sorry.
Say the N-word. Like, it's not. Just chill, bro. You can say homie. You can say bro.
They fetishize that word, right? They fetishize saying it. And dog, I have white homies that say the word, right?
So taboo. It's so what's the word I was looking for? I had it. It's so provocative. There we go. It's so provocative.
And if you use the N-word,
it's a sexy word.
Yeah.
It's a sexy word, like dog. It is.
You know, it's like.
Hey, bro. You know what it is, really though, is that we are, as much as they hate us, some people or their parents hate us or their grandparents hate us, right? We're cool.
Yeah, they love black culture, but not like
they don't like black people. Yeah, we're cool. We sell shit. We push the culture forward. We are the culture. There is no culture. There is no football. There's none of that shit. There's no fucking pop culture. All that shit's ass without black influence.
That's facts.
That shit is unseasoned without black influence.
Yo, remember when Kim Kardashian got those braids and they were starting to call it it was fucking regular cornrows, and they were like, oh yeah, the Kim Kardashian braids. Bitch, what?
No.
She just had cornrows. We've been doing it. We've been doing this, but because Kim Kardashian, and that was it.
That's the biggest issue, bro.
I love black culture.
That's the biggest issue. It's like, yo, when it's done by them, it's so amazing. But when it's done by us, oh, that's ratchet. That's this. That's that. Like, dog, you don't. This is our shit. Y'all stealing this shit and not telling people where you got it from. That'd be the fucking issue.
Absolutely.
Plagiarizing.
That'd be the fucking issue. Why don't you uplift people instead of tearing them down? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hey, Kim, this is not the Kim Kardashian braids. She should have said that shit. Not Kim Kardashian braids. I got this from such and such. Do you not see that my husband's mom or my you know what I'm saying, or this person of the family, because she does chill around a lot of people of color, have Afrocentric hair. You know what I'm saying? Looks like I lost you, Freddie. I don't know. Hold up. Broadcast interrupted.
Okay, I think you're back now.
Are we still live?
I hope so. I don't know. Yeah, we're good. I just seen it.
All right. Wait, no.
I think so. It says you're watching now. You came back.
All right, cool.
So what I was gonna also say is, like, what do you feel about the situation where Roger Goodell, which is the commissioner of the NFL, finally coming out?
We still haven't got the protest yet. We're skipping that.
It's because there's been so much to cover, so much, and this has been going on for a while now, and the protest that's been happening. I mean, it's been going all around the world, so there's just so much. But as far as let's cover the protest. But like I said earlier, the protest was very powerful. I was glad to be a part of it, even if I was there for a minute, a day, 7 days. It's just that being present, it just shows alive. It didn't sit right with my soul not to be there, standing side by side. Yep. But I wanted to show my support. But the protest was powerful. There was definitely some cops that kneeled. I mean, I don't know how much it means to most people. Maybe it doesn't mean that much, but but Nice brought up a really good point when he mentioned, it's like, I want cops to kneel, but that was the same way George Floyd was killed. And I was like, oh shit. And that really struck home.
My thing is, now y'all kneeling?
Now y'all kneeling.
So my specific question to you is, and if you want me to go first, I'll go. How do you feel about the riots and the looting?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
My thoughts is that what do you expect is going to happen when you neglect the people that are asking for help? No change in America has been changed. Nothing in America has been changed through peaceful protesting, right? And even when it was done by peaceful protesting, there was violence that occurred. We was getting hosed. We was getting beaten. Yes. Yeah, we was getting hosed. We was getting beaten. We was getting dog sicked on us. And it was being broadcasted, right? So other people felt bad or felt like they needed to step up, right? To help with the change. Right? Now the violence is on the other side, right? Which is both we're meeting force with force, right? And actually we're being nice about the situation, right? Mm-hmm. Do I believe in looting? No. Right? I don't believe, huh?
I was just about to say, I think they should loot the fucking the credit bureau, get everybody's credit up, student loans, that shit. Fuck questions and Evelyn.
Hey, bro,
those.
Actually, that to me, that's a form of reparations right there. Like if you was to erase every black person's debt.
What? Now
that's reparations to me.
That's reparations.
Yeah, but
start in the same slate.
All right, so the question was, what I was at was, do I believe in looting? No, right? But do I believe in burning something down to make a statement? Yes. Burn it all the fuck down.
Who burned themselves down? Who burned themselves to make a statement? And it's still talked about all around this world. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't give a fuck if you loot, put everything in a pile and burn that shit. Looting is stealing and capitalizing on people's pain. You shouldn't do that. If you're going to make a statement, make a fucking statement. Right?
Right. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the small business owners. Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah, you can rebuild, right? But you can't give somebody's life back.
Right. Correct. And one of the biggest things is that I appreciated Target for coming out and saying, you know what? People was like, oh, you know, y'all burning down Target, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You know, white women love Target. So, and then Target put out a
Target.
Target, you know, with the little over the, you know. But one of the things was they made a statement saying, you know, it's just a building. We can rebuild. It's fine. We stand with this. We understand what y'all going through. Mm-hmm. Do what we can rebuild. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel bad for the small business owners. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they should be attacking our community and our own homes. Sure. If anything, build the companies that can rebuild. Like I mean, I don't want to put this out there and then fucking, you know, criminalize myself, but like the Home Depots, the Targets, like those companies, they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But the small business in our community, of course. But this is where we live, and we have to make a statement. So this is what it is. And because we protested, revolted so strongly, what happened? They charged those officers. They wasn't gonna do shit if we didn't stand up. They weren't gonna do shit. But because people stood up, spoke, you know what I mean? I mean, fuck the looting, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, really went strong and burned down buildings and fought against the cops. Shit is being done. They're listening now.
They're moving the needle now.
And we tried, but the thing is that people forget, we tried the peaceful route.
Oh, yeah.
Kneeling during the national anthem. Y'all made it about the flag. It was never about the flag.
How much could we explain that to you?
And you know what I'm saying? Drew Brees going on record is saying that. It was like, bro, like, you're still not getting it. You know what I'm saying? So we tried the peaceful route. We tried the peaceful route with Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor. George Floyd, clear as day. Like, nah, man. Y'all gonna listen. And that's why as a man, I go about my rights and I exercise my right to bear arms. Because y'all ain't fucking you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I don't understand how when is enough, right? And how many times do we have to ask for help to get help, right? Especially because we're legal citizens. We didn't come here. Our ancestors did not come here with their free will, right? A lot of our ancestors. I'm not saying that mine's did. I'm not saying that yours didn't, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that a lot of black people, because I'm not sure that my people were slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I can't pinpoint, like, my great-great-grandfather was a slave to McDonald. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit there and say that, right? But I know that people
know. I mean, we all knew Rhode Island was huge in the slave trade, but did you know Rhode Island was number one?
Or a slave port. Rhode Island plantations.
Rhode Island plantations, probably, yeah, whichever. But
whatever, Providence plantations,
hugest. The Wolf family and the Brown family were one of the biggest slave trade owners, or whatever.
Funny.
Fucking wild. Rhode Island, bro. And y'all telling me in Rhode Island, we gotta protest. y'all motherfuckers, yo, y'all own so many slaves on this land. We have to, man. We have to. It's straight wild.
The politics behind it, I think. So one of the biggest things, one of the biggest reasons why I wasn't with the protesting at one point is because it was clear that there was devilish work amongst that shit. Clear to me. Did you see those videos of like random bricks being laid out?
Yes.
I've seen multiple people, not even black people, just inciting violence on the police. I've seen videos of police officers dressed as looters and protesters busting out windows. There's been reports of that. Somebody's feeding shit to make this bigger and make it an issue between us. You know what I'm saying? I believe that most black people want to protest peacefully. Right? But there is devilish work in the midst of that.
Yeah, they're setting it up.
They're setting it up. They're setting it up so they can do what they want to us. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's for political gain, whether it's for, hey, we're going to send these people out here so we can make Trump look bad so he doesn't get another presidency, or it's Trump's people doing this. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's clear as day to me that something's fucked up. And also, one of the biggest things that I had an issue with I have an issue with right now is what's next. Right? After this happens, what's next? What are the steps that we're taking as a people to make sure this doesn't fucking happen again? Not just as black people, as Americans.
Well, I do know, some states so far has passed, which is beyond me, that now, finally, there's a bill being passed of making lynching a hate crime and a felony and shit. I'm like, so that wasn't a thing before? Like, I don't understand why that wasn't a law before. Like, are you serious? So, and the police officers have finally been charged and whatnot. I just hope that the energy is maintained throughout this whole thing. You know what I mean? Even when the police officers go to jail and the whole nine, we have to keep fighting. We do, because they're going to find every way to shut us up and to kind of sweep this under the rug like it never happened. Keep protesting, revolting, and just really you know what I mean? Just stand our ground, you know what I mean? Because this shit will happen. Will keep happening. Sorry. So what is next? You know what I mean? And that's what we have to figure out as people, and we have to be united. You know what I'm saying? And we have to figure this out.
Well, on accountability, yes, but unfortunately, most of the world struggles with accountability. Yeah. And right, Juan, let's be real, right? For America to take accountability, they'd have to say sorry. And when you say sorry, you're admitting you're admitting fault, which means that somebody's owed something, right? I learned something the other day. Well, actually, I was watching State of the Culture, and one of the ladies on there, Ebony K. Wilson, is an attorney, and she was like, if you in an accident, even if you're not at fault, if you say sorry, you're at fault. You admitted guilt.
Admitting fault, guilt, yes, exactly.
So in the court of law, if they had that on tape, you saying sorry, you already admitted that it's your fault.
Exactly. Because why are you apologizing?
So for America to make anything right, they would have to apologize for the years of systemic racism, right? And that would result into probably a what is it called? Them being held liable for many lives lost, and they're not going to. That's an issue, right? Even the fact of right the matter that the KKK, right, funded by the government.
Yeah.
Why was it? And if you don't believe that, why are they still able to assemble as people, even though there's a lot of different factors. So like the Black Panthers are not able to assemble because they're labeled a terrorist organization. Why the fuck are the KKK not labeled terrorist organization funded by the government?
They're built on hate crimes.
Yeah, built on hate crimes, right? They was created when it was okay and well and dandy to hate us.
Yes.
Right? People of my hue. right? Or aren't you? You know what I'm saying? So I got off track real quick. But yeah,
but
I just feel like the fucking I just feel like the at that point I felt like I was just conflicted about the protesting. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like we're being led somewhere that eventually is gonna get skewed somewhere that we really don't want it to be, and we have no real trajectory. And that's because we're only doing think pieces on what we should do, right? There's nobody to step up and say, there's no clear path to what we want. Yeah. We don't even have, as we have different things written down, we don't even know what it looks like to be free from that.
Right. But I think, and I agree with that, and I think that's what poses the main question is, what is next? But I will say, just speaking on this light, is this is a start. This is a start. Getting to understanding that that the brutality has been happening for far too long, and they need to start working on that system. So it's a start, because now they're starting to build the reforms and build the laws and holding these cops accountable. This is a start. But that's why I'm saying, after the fact, not hopefully, but we have to continue that voice and continue the protesting to get what we want, for our voices to be heard. But without that, we need more unity now more than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely.
So you want to move on to the Roger Goodell situation and things like that?
Yeah, I brushed on it a little bit, but I like how you said it, for them to saying sorry is admitting something. And Roger Goodell, he went on and said, we were wrong. He didn't say I was sorry. He said we were wrong. He's not admitting fault. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, if you want to look at it that way. But at the end of the day, with Drew Brees coming out about the flag, it's not about the flag, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many times we can say that. We're just, you know what I mean? It's just, and if you really think about it, the national anthem is racist as fuck.
Oh yeah, that third act is ridiculous.
Yeah, they don't know about the rest of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh yeah, they cut it out for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy because I hate the notion that black people are not patriotic. Yo, you can love your country, but feel like it needs to be better.
Absolutely.
Like Doug, I love Freddie to death, right? But if he's not taking care of himself, I have the right to tell him, yo, you need to deal with that shit.
That's facts.
Right? That's facts. I had the right to call him out as his friend. Mm-hmm. As someone that I call a brother, I have the right to fucking call him out. Right?
And that's what we should be doing. We should always constantly hold each other accountable and be like, and check. And that's why we were saying earlier, check the people you're around, because then it starts, But
even to this day, I might not stand and put my heart for the national anthem. I stopped doing that a long time ago, right? Even before it was like a big thing, right? I stopped doing that, right? But one thing that I won't do is interrupt anyone, right, from getting whatever they get from the Star Spangled Banner, right? But I will not interrupt you, right? I'm not gonna say anything about. I'm not gonna talk through it. I'm not gonna make jokes through it, right? Shit, it still hits my heart when they say "for the land of the free and the home of the brave." That shit does something to my soul. Because I want to believe that America is for me. But the harsh reality is it's not.
No, sir. Talk your shit.
Bars,
man. It's just wild. But I will say, you know what I mean? Let's just keep fighting. Let's keep protesting, revolting. But there definitely needs to be more. There's a lot more work that needs to be done. And, but at least this is a start, But yeah, it's just wild, bro. It's wild. I ran out of Remy, so I'm a little kind of sad right now.
Once we need Obama. I don't know if we need Obama, man. He's cool. He's cool, but it's just not like it's. I don't know.
I don't think we need to keep holding presidents to this power.
Yeah, we need each other.
Yeah, we need each other.
We need humanity.
Yes, thank you, humanity. I like that. I absolutely
we need
like
humanity, bro. We don't need a fucking president. Yeah, we need a president to sit up there because that's what democracy is, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, we ain't fucking dealing with kings and queens no more.
But we need to be here for each other and make shit work. You know
the
what I'm saying?
the government don't give a fuck about us. That's what they're scared of. If we all together on the same page, then they can't create the legislations and the things that they want because they know we'll fuck this shit up. We'll be at their houses. All these fucking all these people with power will be at their fucking houses knocking on their fucking doors. That's why I believe in the gun rights. That's why I believe in all that shit. Because, dog, if you're a person of color, bro, you should not be giving up your gun rights. I understand if you're a felon and you cannot own a weapon, right? But y'all motherfuckers that be voting for these fucking Democrats, dog, dog, I'll even say what Trump said. Where has it got you? Where has it got it? Where has it got you? Are you better off from where you was with Obama? Right? No, I have the same job. I have the same fucking job. Now I'll say this though, it has been worse on the Hispanic community, right? And I'll never neglect that because they are people of the same. I mean, they are people of color, right? And I guess dealing with I guess a Democrat would have been better, right? For people of color as far as that regard, right? But we can't act like Obama didn't send people back home or wasn't hard on immigrants, right? That's just not true to say that he wasn't. It just wasn't as publicized, right? Do I think that Trump's the way? Fuck no, I'm never voting for that motherfucker. And listen, take what I'm saying to you for with a grain of salt because I've never voted in my life, right? And I don't think I ever will because I'm not under. I just can't vote for the lesser evil.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
And I don't know if this is a direct quote of Martin Luther King, but I was told that he said this and it stuck with me. Is the difference between both parties is one is a wolf with his teeth showing, and the other is a fox with his hand out. Listen, kiss your fucking kids, right? Do the best you can as a human being, right? Believe in whatever God you fucking believe in, and work hard.
I feel like we should do the NIP route, man, and invest in your community. We need community leaders. That's pretty much what it is. Community
leaders, right? Dog, we need to we need to all get behind a person that believes in us, right? I'll vote when a motherfucker that believes in my rights matter as much as my gun rights matter, right? That's the biggest problem, and that's the crazy thing about Democrats, right? Is that they're too hard on guns, which the other side just can't get behind, especially if you believe in why we even have weapons to begin with, right?
There's always it's constantly going to be a agree-disagree thing, man. I mean, it's never going to come to a happy medium with these parties. You know what I mean? It's just not going to work. That's why we have to do our own. We have to do our own work and invest in ourselves. You know what I mean? In our community, because I don't even consider myself a Republican or a Democrat.
No. What have you done for me lately, ass nigga? That's what I am.
Yeah, Janet Jackson ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for my community? What have you done for your community? What are some of the things that you've done in the past? I don't give a fuck what side you on. If you can get my people out of the sump that we are in, I'll vote for you. But I haven't seen that shit. Nobody has piqued my attention. Nobody says those things. They don't even try to play it. Like, they don't even, like, the Democrats are so disrespectful sometimes that they don't even, like, try to pander to us anymore. They don't even try to, like, act like, you know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, they're going to vote for us regardless because they got nobody else to vote for. Trump's way too extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they don't even try to lie about this shit no more.
Literally lesser evil. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not one that could be controlled in that way. You know? But
is there anything else but you wanted to mention out though, bro?
Yo, man, this world's just fucked up, man. I'm ready for this shit to end soon. Like, this shit can go.
Nah, fuck that, man. I ain't have a kid yet, man.
Nigga, what the fuck? Yo, one thing one of the OGs said to me though, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, yo, dog, this is somebody I look up to. He's like, yo, like the way the world is right now, I would never have kids if I knew that shit was gonna if it was gonna be like this.
The way this world's set up, bro.
And don't get me wrong, like that shit's just so heartbreaking. And I want kids, and I want to be married, I want a house and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like when you have kids, your life is not yours anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then and there's just a lot of things that like I'm a very solid motherfucker. Like a lot of things don't like I get my feelings hurt sometimes, but a lot of things like in general I can compartmentalize and I don't get my feelings hurt, right? But the world, how divided we are, is so crazy. Even the people hating, even like between races, you know what I'm saying, or people of the same skin color, or people my own people talking down about us and knowing where we came from, knowing the struggle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it just fucking sucks. It really just fucking sucks, man. And it's very tragic that we came this way. Like I really be joking and like dog, even my relationship with God be shaky sometimes, but I still say to this fucking day, like yo, you got us over there killing Jesus' people. You even whitewashed his face, and even in books, he's not even white. He's a fucking tan, skin of bronze, nigga. What the fuck? What white person you know is bronze that haven't tanned? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, people from Sicily, but the reason why the people from Sicily are fucking tan is because they was raped by the Moors. They was taken over by the Moors. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. So to me, right? It's like our history's so fucking tainted. You know what I'm saying? Like they feed us false narratives about us. The media, the media, which is supposed to give us real news, doesn't give us real news.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy that, and I like how you said that, it just really starts back from, it starts from middle school. What are you teaching us, man?
Exactly.
I'm going you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should be teaching us about how to invest in
financial literacy.
There you go.
Owning a home.
There you
go. They teach us nothing about the American dream, right? They teach us nothing about the real American dream, right? Work hard, buy a home, be financially stable. They teach us none of that in school. Right?
Exactly.
And I feel like I cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm just very passionate about this because it just annoys me. Go ahead, it just annoys me. They teach us nothing about this in school, right? They give us nothing to work forward to in school. It's basically a fucking daycare. You know what I'm saying? And it just
to learn that you have to go to college and pay all this damn money.
Yeah.
If you get that education, you know what I mean?
Even how education. I was having a conversation. I don't know if Nick's in here. I was having a conversation with Nick about how funding for schools work. Right, dog. You have black kids, right? So funding. I don't know if you know this about funding for schools, right? It goes on your test scores, right? So if you test badly, they give your school less money.
Yep.
So black kids that go back into the inner city, right, that have all these things working against them, not proper food, parents are struggling, they're going to school late because they don't even know what the fuck to wear because they don't have their parents don't make enough money, which I guess a white person or somebody that is racist or somebody that has bad intent can say, well, that's not their fault. Nobody told them to have kids, right? But the fact is that they're there and people cannot live on some of the wages that they have, right? Due to misguidance, due to miseducation, due to all that, right? So it trickles down into your kids. Your kids cannot learn properly, so they're not testing properly, right? Which also you put all the mediocre teachers inside fucking schools that do not test good, which slack even more, which makes a revolving door of you guys not getting the proper funding, right? I remember sharing textbooks with kids. You know what I'm saying? And actually having to go to a whole other school to even do sports because my school is built on a dome. You know what I'm saying? All those things accumulate, bro. I had, dog, and if Nick's in here, he can attest to this, dog. When I was 14, I had real man problems. What the fuck is school gonna help me with?
Have to grow up fast where we're from.
Yeah, exactly. You can't tell me shit until your mother cries in front of you because she cannot pay the light bill. Right?
In the struggle, we've been through it. Absolutely.
So why the fuck would I give a fuck about going to school? Right? And like I was telling you, like the conversation, like yo, that's the thing too. People are not having these conversations with people. There is no fucking empathy. That's just so Juan, what you're saying about accountability, that's a big thing too. But people also don't have empathy for other situations. So no matter what you say to them, it will not stick in their brain, right?
Yeah, at the end, a lot of us, we're very cynical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We only care about it doesn't help us. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And And I feel like that's just kind of how humans are to an extent. But that's why I give so much credit to the ones that are willing to stand up and be the voice for other people. You know what I'm saying? And have that empathy for Agreed.
And it's like, yo, and I can say this right here, right? I can say this, and I'll be 100% frank. My people need to do better too, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like, dog, I'll be honest with you, right? The man I am right now is not the man I was 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago, none of you on my fucking timeline would really like me. You was like, or the people that I know now, I wouldn't be able to fucking function at work. To have the job that I have now, I wouldn't be able to function in that workspace. But I did the work for myself, on myself, to make sure that I was prepared for when that came. It came with a lot of crying, yo. It came with a lot of fucking tears, yo. I kid you not. Like, dog, I don't even tell people this, and I Doug, I did this program, and Big Dude's in here, and he was there, where our Project Green Pathways, where I would fucking eat with the homeless to save money. I was eating at Crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's bills was fucking high, and I had no job, and we was getting stipends to do that program. But those shits was like $250 every other week or something like that. That shit wasn't paying nothing, right? That shit wasn't paying nothing, and I would eat with the homeless. I played every position in life. Pause. Right? And I know what it is to be down on your fucking luck. I know what it is to jerry-rig the electricity so that that shit spins slow as fuck. So you know what I'm saying? Because the lights are technically off. You know what I'm saying?
And you're absolutely right. We definitely lights cut off and everything. So imagine what you're saying right now, right? And this is why I want people to understand. All of that you're saying right now is what we've all been going through in our community, tribes in the battle, going through it. And then now you're attacking on police brutality. It's like,
and you expect us to fucking win? You expect us to think clear?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? People just don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Especially coming from single moms. We eat what we can in the house. Yo, Doug, at one point, nigga, I was watching my sister. You know what I'm saying? An angry little black fucking kid, like a black kid watching his younger sister, and I'm taking out my frustrations on her. Calling her and you could Doug, if you know my sister, you could ask her. Me and my sister had problems for years because I was a shitty person to her. But that's because of my trauma. I'm just talking to nigga about this too, about my trauma and shit that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Being the oldest, right? Biologically, the oldest kid out of both sides, my mom's kids and my dad's kids, and that's 20 kids. That's just under 20 kids, right? Of all of us, right? And having that burden, bro, like a lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people don't have those issues, right? And especially in the white community, and even so much as this, right, in the white community, right, a lot of them can stay with their parents for a long time, right? Luckily, I had that mother where it was like, yo, like, you can stay here. I know you're a man, but I was kicked out a few times. You know what I'm saying? It was due to my own fucked upness. You know what I'm saying? But my mom felt like, hey, it's hard out here for him. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here for him, so I'm going to try not to make it harder for him. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, in the black community sometimes, if you're not kicking in, you got to get out.
Oh, yeah. You got to go. And that's where we have to do better as black families. Like, you should be able to have your child, stay home and save up and you know what I mean? But you gotta teach that from early on. You know what I'm saying? But as black parents, it's like, yo, if you're not kicking in, you're out. I need help with these bills. What you doing? You of age. You should be working. I started working at 14. I started chipping in bills early on. So I definitely feel that. But that caters to the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being a young black, you ain't gonna get the opportunities, and a black family not gonna get the opportunities. And the reason why I would feel, I don't know. I'm not a white man or in a white family, but the reason why is because they're better off. You know what I mean? They've had better jobs and better successes, but they also had better education. You know what I'm saying? That's why, there's not there's black people in schools, but it's because they have to meet a quota. You know what I mean? So it's really what it is. Still to this day, I feel like I'm in my job because I have to meet a quota. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's
the thing too. Like, I don't want people to understand. I don't want. It's easy, huh? It's easy for people to say like, "Oh, you're just complaining or you're doing that." I'm stating facts to you. All I'm telling you is how is how I came up, right? And what the
Right.
odds that I beat. And
we can.
And then when you compare it to Freddie's story, you compare it to Randolph's story, you compare it to a lot of people of color story, something's wrong.
Being similar. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, if
you know
it
what I mean?
looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck.
Exactly. And one of the biggest things I seen in the post was like, just to bring it back on the looting, and then we'll kind of switch up the subject a little bit, is like some author, I forgot her name, I'll shout her out later, but the author went on and she was just like, y'all worried about looting, you know what I mean? But y'all worried about the what and not the why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why are they going after clothes and certain things? Because this is what we have. We need the clothes so we can nigga, back in school, we had every summer 2 shoes, 2 pairs of shoes. That's all you get. You mess them up, that you on your own. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we're looting. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough. But this is what we have to have better communities. Black families and Black community have to do better. You know what I'm saying? But when we're not asking for a handout, we're just asking for the same opportunity that you're giving the white community as well. You know what I'm saying?
We're not asking for a handout. We're just asking for the starter line to be the same.
Exactly. We just want to play the field, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting a little late. So what? Anything else you want to bring up?
Anybody have questions? Let's
Yeah.
Well, we'll answer some questions for like. Well, if anybody has questions, you can ask us stuff, and we'll jump in. We'll jump in, but we're gonna get off here soon. I know, Freddie wants to relax before work.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, get ready, make a Remy run.
See, y'all motherfuckers ask questions. Oh my God, 1738. Yeah, baby.
But you know what though? I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been on this and that's been listening, commenting. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to us. Obviously, you don't have to agree with everything, you know what I mean? But please challenge, talk to us. And the thing is that I want people to understand that it's okay. Like, this is the conversation. This is how you learn. This is how we learn. If we're wrong, educate us. If you're wrong, we're here to educate you as well. So the biggest thing is, like, now I feel like because of all this happening, it's opening the conversation. It's opening the playing field. And a lot of people didn't know certain things, you know what I mean? And this is the time now to kind of clear it and kind of learn, you know what I'm saying? Like when Drew Brees went on and was like, yo, I mean, granted his apology was kind of like whatever, but, you know, he was like, yo, I will never be able to understand, never be able to walk in your shoes. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not a Black man, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, I'm going to take the time. I'm going to learn. I'm going to listen because I have to, you know what I mean? I forgot the actual quote, but pretty much he was really just saying like he needs to do his part and educate himself in that. And I just want to make sure that everybody understand that we're not against the white community or any of that.
Exactly.
I mean, you know what I mean? But this is the time now to educate each other and build unity. You know what I'm saying? And understand where we are coming from. And we'll do the same on your side too. You know what I mean? So, but as far as questions,
I have never done that, J2.
J squared.
J squared.
You ever use the stove to boil water so you could take the hot bath? Oh, that's facts.
Hell yeah!
What?
I've been poor, but not that poor.
Nah, I was there, bro. In Brooklyn, you know what was my dessert when I was younger, bro? Ooh. Carrots and sugar water.
Oh, hey, sugar water.
That was my dessert.
Sugar water. I was so poor.
After oodles and noodles, you know what I'm saying? Well, I need something sweet.
Mm-hmm. Sugar water, or I used to be like, yo, I used to put sugar in milk and be like, it's a milkshake.
It's a milkshake. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Listen. Back when I was living in Brooklyn, it was like that. Candles being, lights being cut off, candles, the whole night, heating the house up with the stove.
No, I used to yell that.
And this is the thing: crabs in a barrel. We all had to live. I mean, my mom came from Haiti, didn't have much. She jumped right into CNA because that was the only thing that was being offered, and she just ran with it. And that was the only way she could put, food on the table. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean. What did Kyle say? That's what it's good enough. Learning, asking questions. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Understand.
Hey, Kyle. So the thing with that too, right, is that people listen to rebuttal. They don't listen to take in and give empathy. You know what I'm saying? It's always I need to respond to something instead of taking the information in. You know what I'm saying?
That, and also people always feel like you have to agree. One of the big, it's like you don't have to agree with everything. You can agree to disagree, but at least you understand. At least we're talking. You know what I'm saying? But people's like, oh no, it's not right. It is what it is. Nah. I mean, if you feel you're right in some sense, we don't have to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, facts are facts, absolutely. But if it's based off emotion and feeling, you know, we can still be cool. There's a lot of my friends I'm still cool with that feel some certain way about certain things. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hate you for it unless it's very severe. But at least we know, say, we can agree to disagree. But at least you understand there has to be a change or something. Understanding. People just talk the talk, rebuttal, and it feel like you have to agree with everything. You don't. Like I said, I agree with some things that Trump goes for, but I don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat or any of those things. So,
there is nothing wrong with agreeing to disagree.
Absolutely.
But where you become racist, right? Or is if you're actually with the intent making policies against other races to hold them back, or intentionally or having a bias towards a race and not giving them the job if they're qualified.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. That's the brass tack. That's the issues, man. Like, dog, like saying, I might, dog, you can, dog, I might, like to me, right? I might have like a racist thought or like a weird thought about another race, right? But I'll never let that spill out into me treating them different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying? That just will never happen, right? To me, the most dangerous person in the world is a white man. I go to URI, I'm locking my fucking doors. I'm locking myself inside the car. Them kids can beat my fucking ass and get away with it.
Yep. Or if you're messing with a white woman.
Yeah, them motherfuckers will say, what did you do to provoke that ass whooping?
What did you, man? Listen.
You know what I'm saying? And dog, and you can use the excuse, right, that there's racism, and I get it, racism's never going away, and yeah, so I know, we know that, right?
Yeah.
But we can put laws in place that if you let that shit seep into where we all have to communicate, it's okay to be fucking racist, right? I know that shit's not going away. Just like I said. No, listen. It's okay. I'm speaking for myself. I don't give a fuck, right? But all right. So it's okay to be a bigot, I guess. But to be racist, is to act on your bigoted opinions.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit in your house, right? Keep that shit in your house, motherfucker. Like, and that's just what it is.
Because you have black friends,
don't mean that you ain't a bigot.
You know what I'm saying? But
I got black friends. Yeah, that one black guy that looks like you, basically. That says that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Actually, you know what? I do get it. It's a negative, devilish thing that's been bred into people. Like, dog, let's say we cured racism, right? Let's say eventually, and this is scientific, scientific,
sure.
right? What happened?
Cured racism,
right? Right? Cause it's a plague. It's a plague. Let's say scientifically we cured that shit, or actually scientifically, in the future we're all gonna be brown skinned. That's just science, right? Let's say we get there.
Mixed babies.
Right? Well, yeah, everybody's gonna be mixing, right? We'll eventually get there, right? Because our skin's more dominant, right? It'll be, hey, we're the big nose people. We're the small nose people. We'll find something else to hate each other over.
Yeah,
whether it's religion, whether it's how we
whatever it is.
Yeah, how do we break down social economics? You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be some way to oppress or hate the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So
if they ain't with you, they're against you. That's usually what it is. I mean, which is unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But and that's facts.
I think the word of today.
He asked, what was the site that you said you could buy some melanin? I didn't specifically say it was a site, but yeah, from doing research, melanin is actually on the market. You can buy melanin on the black market pretty much. And it goes the same way with like how people are buying organs and all that stuff. But yes, you can buy that shit,
right.
which is sad.
We can even go to all that shit y'all talk about, like the So I'm a person that believes like women should be able to do what the fuck they want with their body, right? And they'll say that black women get abortions. I don't know if they say it's a higher rate. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I know the exact. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But what do you think they're doing? What do you think they're doing with your baby? Right? Mm-hmm. They're extracting the melanin from your baby, and that's free. That's free melanin. I think a pictogram or a gram of our melanin is $400 and something. What do you think? Why do you think all these black people are going missing? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black people that go missing. Why do you think all these little babies of from Mexico and places that are being immigrated, the immigrants that they're being taken? You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids are going missing. Like, dog, sex trade. There's a lot of money in this shit. There's a lot of evil shit that goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's an issue. It's an issue. What's you saying, bro? Bro, Josh, we're dead serious though. Like, I think that you're like, I don't know if you're taking that as a joke or like you're just joking about the talk about what you said, but that's a real thing.
Yeah. But can we also, like, I hate to divert the question, but I just want to talk about this really briefly before we go. That Jeffrey Epstein thing, it really bothers me how much, like, people out here are pedophiles. Like,
hey.
This shit is, like, there's a serious problem with people wanting to mess with children. I really don't understand the...
Oh, shit. This motherfucker roboted it. Either I roboted it or he roboted it. Dr. Robotnik. I think we're interrupted. Yo,
interrupted.
Yeah.
It's all good. I don't know if you heard anything I said, but we could talk about it another time if anything.
Yeah. He said I know the real thing. Freddie schooled me on the podcast. Not sure where you were.
Yeah, we're back on.
Oh, that's when I caught the Rona, I think.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was just highlighting the whole Jeffrey Epstein. But
Jeffrey Epstein. So just a quick on that, right? Two things that bother me the most about all of this, right, is that for some reason, right, this pedophile shit's getting out of control, and all the people in power are fucking pedophiles to me. I don't give a fuck. All of them, right? All these motherfuckers are pedophiles to me. I don't give a fuck what you say to me. You cannot say anything to me that would sway my mind, and that's the only thing I stand on, right? And also, since when do we love the KKK? Them motherfuckers are Nazis. Since when do we fucking like Nazis? Why did we go to World War II?
Talk your shit.
Why did we go to World War II? Why is it okay to have these people here?
But my thing is, it's like, I don't understand the psyche, bro. Why do you want to mess with children? All these people in power. You know what I'm saying? So I be seeing these, people around here messing with young kids. I'm like, you a Jeffrey Epstein in the making, bro. You know what I'm saying? We should not give your ass money. You know what I'm saying? Because it will definitely...
The motherfucker,
you know what I mean? Oh, quick.
I know we're conflating two issues, right? I know. So I was watching Joe Rogan podcast yesterday, and he was saying how the leader, right? Not the leader. I'm saying. So when we went into World War II, we took all their scientists. Well, some of the scientists were taken by Russia. Some of the scientists are taken here, right? There's a scientist. I do not know his name. You can look this up. You can fact check me, right? He was the leader of our space program, right? He used to kill Jews and watch them kill him in front of his thing from his window while doing whatever he wanted to do, right? Doug, hey, you know how we have the crop dusting thing? It's the thing that kills like locusts and shit or all that other shit from killing our plants.
Mm-hmm.
That was created by a scientist, a Nazi scientist, right?
Okay.
And then redistributed it as for the basis of the gas chamber. We've been dealing with these motherfuckers for years. We've fund both sides. We've been doing this.
That is wild.
Doug, our own space program was ran by a Nazi.
Wild. I don't even know how to comment on that, bro, because I'm not surprised.
This shit was not built for us. We need to talk about it more. These motherfuckers are pedophiles that deal in devilish work, bro.
Mm-hmm. And that's the people y'all want in power, bro. Trump was cool with Epstein, bro, and then he goes on record and say, nah, we weren't that cool. Nigga, please. He was on that. Like, what? And you know what's crazy? You know what hurt? Chris Tucker and Bill Clinton.
Damn.
They were chilling with this dude.
Damn.
Yo,
Chris Tucker.
I'm not even gonna put on Trump on the wire because, dog, that motherfucker.
No, I mean,
so that motherfucker's been in everybody.
He's been nasty though.
Yo, but he's been on every rap song. He's been cool with the rap community for mad long, right? Mm-hmm. Dog, the higher up people don't even really like Trump. Mm-hmm. Like he's a kid to them, right? Yeah. He's a child to them. They don't respect him. That's why he did all this shit.
But the problem is because he's not a politician. He's just a businessman, so they don't respect him in that nature. You know what I'm saying? And he says what he wants. As a politician, there's a way you're supposed to speak and a way you're supposed to go about things.
Exactly.
A way, you know what I mean? He just says what he wants, and that's the problem. At first, I thought I was like, okay, that could work. That'd be good because we need to hear the tough shit, but he just goes too far, bro. It's like, you can hold your tongue on some things. You don't have to speak on every single thing. It's like, pick your battles, bro. Pick your battles.
I'm telling
you, he wants all the smoke.
I'm telling you, but even the way he acts like a child that doesn't get his way, and it's a position of power, and it's like, dog, like that's why a lot of those billionaires do not rock with him, even though they're probably just as racist or just as evil. They don't look at him as one of them. He's never like even his social status and where he came from. Like I was listening to actually the guy that owns Charlemagne's he doesn't own him. He's a partner with Charlemagne in the Billy Elliot's, not Schultz, but the guy that runs behind the scenes. He writes books for a living. He wrote Russell Simmons' books. He was actually writing he wrote half of Trump's book, but Trump kicked him off of the book because he didn't believe in his politics, or he didn't believe in his company. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it had conflicting issues, and he just broke it down about like what he's seen, what he's seen while he was like, because he would spend time there writing the book. You know what I'm saying? Spending the time around Ivanka, spending time around all of them. You know what I'm saying? And he was just saying like, yo, just his social status between them. Yeah. The higher up people, the people that actually run this country, do not respect him.
Right.
He's considered lower class to them.
Yo, it's just wild. We can keep going on and on about it. But again, I just really wanted to just reiterate and thank everybody again for tuning in and listening. We're gonna have more set up, but we just really wanted to just hone in on this. We've been quiet. Yep. We're back on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep you posted. We also got hand sanitizers coming up. Yeah. And that happens. So if you want one, just holler at us, DM us, messages for the whole nine. We still got shirts, we still got merch, but thank you so much for listening, man. But yeah, we just really wanted to speak on this, you know what I mean? But we'll talk more about it for sure.
Also, if you guys got any topics that you want us to run through, anything, we want you guys to be more engaged. Like, do you want us to do this more? Because we can do this now. You know what I'm saying? If this is something better for you to even be able to show up and give your thoughts, and when you want to engage, we can actually incorporate this more. Either we could do the regular podcast, and then we can get on and do this for like an hour and really contain it to an hour, because I think we went longer than we should have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we've been gone so long, so we felt like we should have given you something.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, whatever you guys want us to do, hey, write in the comments, or hit us up individually. You know what I'm saying? Or just let us know what you want from us to continue to keep this thing going. Me and Freddie and the guys and girls that run this, you know what I'm saying? Love to do this thing. We love to be a part of the community, and honestly, this is therapy for us. This is the way for two black men and to get out our feelings about things and be heard, as well as give people, because we do have people on here, to give them a voice.
Give them a well, absolutely.
Also, if you have anything that you want to share, if you want to be on one of these episodes, holla at us.
Yeah, it's all love, man. It's always love. But again, thanks again, man. It's been dope, man. Hey, yo, we appreciate you, King.
Yeah, you too, bro.
You already know, man. But again, I want to just say it again. Like, this is the conversation that needs to be happening. Don't be scared to, if you are confused about something or you don't understand something, talk to people, educate yourself, research. This is the time, because the last thing you want to do is be out here looking crazy and looking like a racist when you're not. You just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So definitely put in the work, do the research. But that's why we're here. That's why we provided the platform, so we can talk and shine the light on these very serious topics. Yeah, we joke around. Absolutely. I know this was a little bit more serious than we usually have, but I mean, we're going through a really serious issue right now. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in. But we'll do this again. You already know the vibes. I'm about to go chill. You know, a black man can't be late to work, you know.
Yep. Right up, still there?
Yeah.
Right up.
Yo.
Hey, send us out. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Two Super Dogs, thank you.